known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started, and off we go from Highmark Stadium. Returning it from the 4. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He fields it from the 8. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Allen on 3rd down. Well, right side, and Jakir has it. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, here's Nix. That's coming for the 1st. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Give him 38 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Caught quickly on the slant. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pull that in front further, 13-zip. Nevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another one for Cook. The 2nd down run good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Allen on 3rd and short. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Trying it left side with Cook. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Allen fires out wide, complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking right, and he finds him. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stop just shy of the marker, 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They'll go. Allen. Throw is caught by the back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Alert! At the Broncos' 11-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the second here, the Bills definitely thinking points.
319!
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
It's now 4th down and goal.
Offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Half 10. Ready?
On 4th down, Allen. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills make it a one-score game in the first half. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it.
Pressure gets there, right side. It's blocked. And he's grabbed down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nicks. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. All the way. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos lead by 14. Nevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos lead by 15 now.
Bill 6.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. For so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Monday. Alert! Out! Go!
Back to the air, Allen. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Alert! Ground! Alert! 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 What's that?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. Finds Pittman, complete. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. A pickup of 17. And the Bills have a 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
It's got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
319! What's that?
Again, it's Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
180! What's that?
Throw here, 3rd down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left with 4th down here.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
Regular, right? 180! 56, 56! What's that?
They are going for it. Allen. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw, here's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. A 9-yard rip on the ground there, and we've reached the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Mevis now for the extra point. He connects on the extra point try. And the Broncos grow the lead now to 22 points.
Bills 6.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. The problems are just not the same.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10.
What's that?
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for them from the 31. On 1st down, Allen. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Space pass for 35. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Well, 30-15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, bro, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
180! Alert! What is that?
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first.
Brings up 4th down.
Their punter making his way out now. Jones out there to return it. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Knicks now on 1st and 10. Cops, this is Xavier Legit. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 23 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Bombers.
Again on 2nd and 10, Knicks. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On third down, here's Nix. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
A 66-yard attempt.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they wanted to add 3 more there, but silver lining, they aren't exactly hurting for a big lead at this juncture. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing now on first down. Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. So the false start backs him up. This is second down and 9. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Now run by Cook. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Now a give to Cook, running left. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First and 10. Here's Allen. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely. Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Blown back to the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. And the Bills
So nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Now Nick's on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. LeBron, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness is still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Back to throw now, Allen. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Here's the handoff. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that first down marker, Brock. Play gets it up to the 43.
brought down by Pat Surtain. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. We sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play action now. Allen bails out of the pocket quick. He connects downfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. How about 19 yards on fourth down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off. New set of downs from the 37. First down throw for Allen. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. So it's second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Panther 60.
Here's a design run. Shoots away from one. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
What is that?
Here's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a James Cook touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Broncos have the football, Brock, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Nix from the gun. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. On first down, it's Nix. It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll run here on first down. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Comes up empty on that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Throw here, third down. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. and put a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bills have some new life in the 4th.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
What's that?
Back to the air, Allen. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Allen on 3rd down. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
Desperation time here. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
On 1st down, they'll run. Has room into the secondary, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Broncos make it a 3-score game in the 4th.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
36, Bills 15.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
17 yards.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Now a design run. It's Allen. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And it's 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Broncos nearing their 6th win this season. All right, here we go. Second down. Back-to-back carries here. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Toss now to the short side. Well, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss. Can't cover it much better than that really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. 1st and 10 from the 32. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense is hurrying. Time running down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Allen. Throw caught at the 6. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. Pass on for the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Broncos 36, Bills 22.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. Did the Bills get to it? They did! They got it back! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Designed run, here's Nix. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. It took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning, but this offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
This has been another edition of the NFL on